This week, we're going to be speaking about the window of tolerance at Soteldo Psychotherapy. This concept was created by Dr. Dan Siegel, and it describes the optimal zone of arousal for a person to function in everyday life. When a person is operating within that zone of tolerance, they can easily and effectively manage and cope with their emotions. Living in the past trauma, as we do on a regular basis because of PTSD, unfortunately, we do have this tendency to have the threat response. We are basically primed to be in a state of threat. So what that means is we're going to be defending ourselves as much as possible because we're seeing things as threats. Our window of tolerance at that time is quite narrow. For those who have experienced trauma, it's often difficult to regulate our emotions, and the zone of arousal where we can function effectively becomes quite narrow. Sometimes we're sort of living in this trauma state, which means that we're being pushed out of our window of tolerance, which also means that we may be feeling angry or dissociated or even anxious. This leads to states of either hyperarousal or hypoarousal, which is the trauma response, because we're feeling that threat. According to the National Institute for the Clinical Application of Behavioral Sciences, when we've gone through trauma and have become traumatized from these experiences, it can be very difficult to focus and stay grounded on the present moment because the past is so vivid and so intrusive.